All right, class, gather around. Today, we're delving into the delicious and delectable world of chocolate. Yes, that sweet, melt in your mouth treat that we all adore. But did you know that chocolate has a history as rich as its flavor? Let's unwrap this sweet story together. Our journey begins in ancient Mesoamerica, where the Mayans and Aztecs first discovered the cacao tree. They believed that the cacao bean was a gift from the gods and used it to create a bitter, frothy drink called Zocal. Imagine sipping on a cup of hot chocolate while discussing astronomy and warfare. Talk about a power drink. Now, fast forward to the 16th century, when Spanish explorers like Hearn and Cortes stumbled upon this magical elixir during their conquest of the Aztec Empire. They were so enchanted by its taste that they brought it back to Europe, where it quickly became the drink of choice among the aristocracy. But here's the kicker: they still hadn't figured out how to make it sweet. Can you imagine chocolate without the sugar rush? I know, it's a scary thought, but fear not, my fellow cocoholics, because the 19th century brought us some sweet innovations. Thanks to the genius of Joseph Fry and John Cadbury, we got our hands on the first solid chocolate bars. And let's not forget about the Swiss chocolatiers who perfected the art of milk chocolate, giving us yet another reason to indulge. Now, fast forward to today, where chocolate is a global phenomenon enjoyed by people of all ages and backgrounds. Whether you're nibbling on a chocolate bar, savoring a truffle, or indulging in a decadent dessert, you're participating in a tradition that spans centuries. So, the next time you're biting into that blissful piece of chocolate, take a moment to appreciate the rich history and cultural significance behind it. And who knows, maybe you'll taste a hint of Mesoamerican magic in every bite. Go forth and spread the sweet gospel of chocolate to the world. You're living in ancient Mesopotamia around 3000 BC. Your options for relieving yourself? Well, let's just say they're not exactly glamorous. You've got your choice between a communal cesspit or a nice stroll out into the fields. The simple life, right? But fear not, sanitation enthusiasts. Fast forward a few centuries to ancient Egypt, where things start to get a little more civilized. The pharaohs were known for their extravagant lifestyles, and that included some pretty fancy plumbing. They had toilets made of limestone, complete with flowing water, and even a primitive form of toilet paper made from, you guessed it, papyrus. Talk about luxury. Now, let's zip over to ancient Rome, where they took bathroom business to a whole new level. The Romans were the masters of engineering, and their aqueducts and sewage systems were the envy of the ancient world. They even had public toilets called latrines, where citizens could gather round for a good old gossip session while doing their business. Who needs social media when you've got communal pooping pits? Am I right? But the party didn't last forever. When the Roman Empire fell, so did their sophisticated plumbing systems. For centuries, people went back to basics, using chamber pots and outdoor latrines. The Dark Ages, a time when indoor plumbing was about as common as a unicorn sighting. But fear not, hygiene heroes. The Renaissance brought with it a renewed interest in all things classy, including indoor plumbing. By the 16th century, wealthy Europeans were installing elaborate flushing toilets in their palaces and castles. And thank goodness for that, because let's face it, chamber pots are so last millennium. Fast forward to the 19th century, where a man by the name of Thomas Crapper, yes, that's his real name, revolutionized the toilet game with his patented flushing mechanism. Suddenly, everyone wanted a piece of the porcelain throne, and indoor plumbing became the standard in households across the globe. And here we are today, living in a world where we can answer nature's call with the simple push of a button. So, the next time you take a seat on your porcelain throne, take a moment to appreciate the long and winding journey that brought us to this point. After all, it's not every day that you get to ponder the profound history of the humble toilet. All right, adventurers, buckle up for a wild ride through the captivating history of the humble pencil. Our story begins in ancient Rome, where scribes used their metal rods to leave marks on papyrus scrolls. Fast forward to the 16th century, and we find ourselves in England, where a miraculous discovery is about to change the course of history. Enter the graphite mine in Borrowdale, where shepherds stumbled upon a mysterious black substance that could leave marks on paper. Little did they know, they had just unearthed the key ingredient for the world's first pencils. But hold on to your hats, folks, because things are about to get even more intriguing. You see, back in those days, people thought that graphite was a form of lead, hence the misleading term lead pencil. As a result, early pencils were wrapped in sheepskin or string to prevent smudging, a far cry from the sleek, streamlined design we're accustomed to today. Thank you for watching. For more captivating historical content, please show your support subscribing to our channel.